Today, Fetched is looking at Crunchyroll, the Netflix for anime. It's the biggest anime library globally, with over 40,000 episodes available in 200 countries. Crunchyroll does a bit of everything. It distributes, edits, and produces anime, manga, and drama. But what many people don't know is that Crunchyroll used to exist just right beside all of our illegal anime sites, because it used to also lack official licenses. From the illegal shadows of the internet, featuring stolen content without permission, to becoming a crucial player in the modern anime industry. Has Crunchyroll managed to overcome its roots of piracy in 2024? In the next few minutes, we will delve into the story of your favorite anime platform, Crunchyroll. To truly understand the context, we have to travel back to 2006. In the early decades of the anime market, some of the major companies driving the industry were Bandai Namco, Funimation, and Crunchyroll. Funimation gained recognition for licensing and dubbing a significant portion of classic anime aimed at a younger audience. On the other hand, Bandai Namco is a legitimate Japanese company in the video games, toys, and animation industry. Many of these companies produced animation primarily aimed to function as extended covert commercials, with the main goal of encouraging kids to persuade their parents to buy the toys and official merchandise associated with those shows. Just look at this Dragon Ball advertisement. Rather than being a distinct industry, the anime industry was a niche that was tied to toy sales and occasional appearances on television. For a long time, the enthusiasm for anime continues to rise, through almost exclusively on the altruistic efforts of the most passionate fans. These fans, known as fan-subbers, took it upon themselves to share this cult entertainment with the American audience. They usually shared it through unauthorized and often illegal means, such as torrent websites and streaming platforms. One such platform was Crunchyroll. Back in 2006, Crunchyroll started as a small side hobby of Woon Nguyen to create a website for fans of anime because they felt YouTube weren't focused enough to do it justice. They started by offering hundreds of series and thousands of anime episodes for free through user-uploaded content. Back in those times, you could be a fan and upload copyrighted content onto Crunchyroll. Just look at this fan-made trailer. To fund their operations, the site receives donations from the community, and it even went up to $75,000 a month. The community operations continued for many of the anime series on Crunchyroll, like Cowboy Bebop, Naruto, and Bleach. Without the efforts of fans, these anime would never have otherwise been dubbed and released in English-language markets. The internet was really a different place back then. All of these helped Crunchyroll brand itself as a somewhat legitimate aggregator site that hosted translated and original Japanese anime not available elsewhere. These content often did not have licensing agreements with original producers. However, with growing site visits, Crunchyroll demonstrated to producers and distributors that there was a massive international demand for diverse and high-quality content abundantly produced in Japan, encouraging producers to explore new revenue streams through licensing and subtitling. From 2007 to 2008, the platform added more features, like subtitles in multiple languages, dubbing, and high-quality streaming. This expansion allowed the content to be enjoyed by an increasingly global audience, reaching over 200 countries. In 2008, Crunchyroll, however, aimed for more than just being a pirate streaming site. In a bid for long-term legitimacy, it initiated negotiations with major studios to acquire valuable licenses for legal broadcasting. The first-ever simulcast of The Tower of Druaga, The Aegis of Uruk, then took place. Gradually, it legitimized its extensive catalog, currently boasting over 40,000 episodes and 16,000 hours of series and movies. This strategy attracted the interest of significant companies like Sony Pictures and Aniplex, affiliated with the Sony Group Corporation conglomerate. After a period under AT&T's ownership, Sony eventually invested a whopping $1.17 billion to gain complete control of Crunchyroll in 2021. During the 2023 financial results presentation, Sony's CEO revealed that the platform now has over 10.7 million paying subscribers worldwide, solidifying its position as the #1 global anime streaming service. Now, the story doesn't get less interesting considering Crunchyroll's former piracy affiliation. Crunchyroll now sees piracy as one of the major competitive threats, not just to its own revenue, but to the entire industry. And it's not without reason. According to an online information review by SimilarWeb, an illegal competitor of Crunchyroll, Zoro.2 ranked among the top 10 most visited streaming services globally, overtaking Crunchyroll. To put the numbers into perspective, it surpassed legitimate options like Prime Video and Hulu, which have massive investment budgets. Never heard of Zoro? You're not alone, because the report relies not only on the popularity of a site, but also on how people are using the website. Looking at Zoro's website, the user interface is surprisingly simple. The player has auto-skip intro, autoplay next episode, and many other options that can sometimes only be found on official paid sites. This shows that even illegal competitors are innovating fast, if not faster than Crunchyroll themselves. To add to the gravity of the situation, Reddit communities dedicated to sharing pirated links are highly active. Even after the closure of Kiss Anime in March 2022, multiple mirror sites hosting the same illegal content quickly emerged, continuing to attract thousands of daily visits. This begs the question: if a legal entity like Crunchyroll is already the best we've got, will anime piracy never end? Well, the truth is that the scenario posed by global anime and manga piracy remains extremely challenging. Unfortunately, as revealed by a recent study conducted by the British analytics company Muso, completely eliminating illegal access to this content still appears to be a distant goal. Despite significant efforts by publishers, animation studios, and distributors to restrict pirate sites and address the issue legally, the reality is that the trend has only been growing. The data from this research shows that, quite the opposite, pirated consumption of manga and anime saw a significant increase of nearly 30% throughout 2022. And as this unfolds, piracy continues to pose significant economic losses for the anime industry. According to data from the renowned analysis company Statista, it is estimated that in recent years, this issue may have cost the industry a substantial amount, close to $52 billion. This marks the highest figure on record, significantly surpassing rates from previous years. These substantial losses primarily impact manga creators, intellectual property rights holders, and others involved in the global production and distribution of animated content. Additionally, the Japanese Association for Overseas Distribution of Content, CODA, reported that in 2021 alone, the entertainment industry in the country missed out on estimated revenues ranging from $14.2 to $16.5 billion due to piracy. While some argue that illegal access helped popularize anime worldwide and stimulated demand for legal services like Crunchyroll, these numbers make it clear the serious economic harm this problem causes throughout the value chain. Taking a closer look, digital content piracy isn't a new habit, and anime is certainly not exempt from these practices. However, the current high numbers are simply a result of the current popularization of anime. Nevertheless, anime piracy was absurdly popular even back in the day, almost a rule, you could say. Remember those fan subbers? Piracy isn't always mutually exclusive from a subscription. In a Reddit post by a Crunchyroll user asking about the reasons to pirate, many responded by saying how a subscription doesn't always stop you from pirating in unique scenarios. Others pointed out that through piracy, one gains permanent access to all desired productions, allowing them to revisit them anytime or capture screenshots. Additionally, there is greater availability in terms of quality, languages, and editions. I like to have everything I'm interested in watching downloaded so that I can easily go back to it later, make screen caps, etc. I can get everything from a single site or two without worrying about availability or anything. There are far more options for quality, release version, language, etc. I tried a streaming site once, and it had no option for watching unsubbed, which ruled it out for me. Another reason is related to the issue of territorial licenses. So, for many, piracy simplifies the ability to access all the desired content without complications, avoiding the dispersion or restrictions of each legal service. All of these reasons to pirate, in fact, helped Crunchyroll successfully capture the growing anime fandom in this part of the world. It offered a means to navigate what to watch, share opinions on progress, and create a sense of community. Turning this into a legitimate offering means that it was the easiest way to help the anime community out. The truth is, people will stay up to date through illegal links, especially if the topic goes viral, and they don't want to miss out on the conversation. Piracy won't be completely eradicated, but by cooperating, it can be mitigated. By understanding the genuine reasons that drive it, it's possible to work on overcoming solutions that support where credit is due. Combating piracy requires, above all, holistically meeting the global demand for content legally, conveniently, and at an affordable cost for everyone. Only then will there be fewer incentives for illegality. Now, I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. Do you think we can stop anime piracy? Is it fair to artists? Let me know what you think. Before you go, don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications for new videos. Well, that's all from Fetch'd for today. See you next time.